Hello everyone, our topic is game-based learning. We have a guest doing research on this subject. Hello Katrina, can you briefly describe what is game-based learning?
Perspectives. The same principles apply to digital games. Game-based learning is not a new concept in education, however, it has gained more popularity in recent years, particularly in classrooms where educators are looking to create an engaging learning environment. Digital game-based learning has actually been around for over 3 decades. With advances in information technology and the internet leading to an increase in use and popularity, digital game-based learning can take learning to the next level and support educators in creating a 21st century classroom. Digital game-based learning involves using computer and video games as tools to address learning goals. Digital game-based learning can also be defined as an instructional method that incorporates educational content or learning principles into computer or video games with the goal of engaging learners.
Well, can you explain your research and the purpose of your research?
The purpose of this literature review is to analyze available literature and research in order to determine the effects of digital game-based learning on student learning in grades K-12. The results of this review can be applied by educators when determining whether to bring digital game-based learning into their classrooms and the impact that its use will have on their students and their learning. Educators will be able to support their decision to use game-based learning with the findings of this literature review.
Could you give information about the application of the research?
Participants in the study were 72, ages 12 to 15, 8th grade students from a low-cost private school in Pakistan. Participants were randomly assigned to one of 4 class sections. 2 sections were control groups and received conventional science instruction, which involved a teacher-centered teaching approach and rote learning. 2 sections were experimental groups that received the same science content as the controls sections in a digital game-based learning instructional environment that was more student-centered and focused on application of skills and concepts. Learning, in contrast to their previous teacher-centered learning approach.
What did you find as a result of this
through the
research?
study that using the applied model, game-based learning instructional design, when designing lessons that incorporate the use of digital game-based learning can enhance engagement. The 6 phases of GBLID include considering the needs and characteristics of learners, considering the objectives and goals of the lesson or instruction, considering what will be acceptable evidence of creating instruction to support students in making progress towards meeting learning goals, designing and conducting an evaluation of the game, selecting games that meet the needs of learners, planning and developing tech support, and introducing the game in the real-life setting where students will be when they play the game, selecting strategies and resources for students, planning and developing instruction, learning experiences, and reflection for game sessions.
Thank you
You're
for the
welcome.
information you provided.